Last week we left you hanging. We did the template for the bulkhead and we're about to cut it now. And the planes are coming, so get ready for the noise.
Oh look, here they come. All morning they've been going.
All morning. You can't even hear yourself think.
Hey. You got that?
Seems like it cuts better on the left side of the saw. You noticed?
Yeah. So that side's got less than that side. It's a left-handed saw though. Okay.
Good.
Alright.
Moment of truth. We need to take these vents out of the way so we can try it on.
Wait. Now we've got a little bit of water in the vent.
This one also, I have water. Yeah, done.
Too high.
There it is. It's not too bad, but it's not perfect. As you can see, it's too high, so we need to somehow cut it smaller so we can fit the countertop in between. But that already looks pretty cool.
But the open plan is less open plan.
And that's not too bad. Look, it follows exactly the trim of the fridge. Wonder how level this is. Check that bubble.
But yeah, check the bubble on this.
Past that side.
So not perfectly level.
Okay, let's see if that fixed the problem.
Yeah.
We're good to go. A few adjustments later and it fits like a glove. Look at this. This would be the countertop.
Perfect. Nice.
So now we're gonna mark where it goes. Yeah, so that's about 56 and that's about 55.5 and that's about 55.
So there we are. So it needs to be duck duck.
Okay. Nice. About to have one more whoa. I really love moments like this in my own little bubble, focusing just in one thing. Honestly, the boat work is often the most enjoyable part of all this. And then I come out of my little bubble and reality kicks in. It's not just about doing all this boat work. There's so much more to prepare. We've got upcoming projects, trips, buying parts, editing, budgeting. Logistics is actually the hardest part. And not just here whilst we're in the yard, also whilst we're cruising, which means that staying connected is also part of our checklist when we're traveling. And that is why we use Simify. As much as we would love to disconnect completely, we can't.
Oh, fine, that's Simify. Could have checked the weather.
Simify uses an eSIM, which is basically mobile data that you download straight into your phone. No need for a physical SIM card or queuing at the airport every time you cross the border.
Anyone looking for SIM cards, local SIM cards?
Yeah, I have one. How much is it? My money! It's all managed through their app, and the easiest way to set it up is just before you go traveling when you have a good internet connection. And then when you arrive to your destination, you just adjust a couple of settings on your phone and you are connected within minutes. For us, that means that we can actually focus on sailing and not on Wi-Fi or roaming bills, especially when you have to cross the border by the sea and you don't see where the border is. Simify works in over 150 countries. Did she say 150 countries? Yeah, mate. Well, that's plenty. So if, like us, you have a trip coming up, this makes life a lot easier. Add it to your checklist like us and get your Simify eSIM before you leave. And because you know us, you can get a 15% off with our code Seabird. The link is in the description. Anyway, logistics is pretty boring. So whilst I'll do that, Stuart is gonna do some boat work.
You put your left foot in, your right foot in, out, in, out. Alright, where are we at? I got my sanding block, I got the hoover. Basically, just got to rough up this a little bit, make it somehow acceptable for fiberglassing. So I get that done, take the board out, the bulkhead, and do some other bits. So yeah, let's get sanding. Now that the area is all a bit roughed up, just give it a little clean with some acetone. Pretty it up as much as you can. Yeah, I'm gonna go as far as saying that prep's pretty much prepped. Now on to the fun stuff. I'll get the fiberglass cut up now, then I can get the rolls out of the way. That'll probably do. I'm only doing the one side today, because I'll use the fridge to hold the one side of the bulkhead up. Well, I haven't done any fiberglass work for a long time. So I'll just cut that in half. There's one bit. So we can get rid of this now. Cool. So the plan is to do one thick, one thin. We'll use this almighty fat stuff and a bit of biax over the top. Oh. Rudely interrupted. Company in the Netherlands getting back to me about the cone for the gearbox. What have we got here? Don't like the look of that. Let's have a look. It's about right, but I don't like that. It's got cardboard stuck on it for some reason. Okie dokie. Where did I put the scissors now, people? Don't worry, I found them. Maybe I should have put gloves on both hands. My hands are already getting itchy. No, adios that. So what did I say the measurements were? Yeah, it's probably enough. So it's a bit of woven with the chop strand. They say it's not good for epoxy, but pretty good for epoxy. Where did I put the... I don't even have Marina here to ask her where I put the pen. Okay, so what we got? Out here. I'll wet the pieces on the floor, so I best use some plastic. Try not to get a load of epoxy everywhere. Clean boat is a happy boat, as Marina would say. Nearly forgot my gloves. So the first thing we have to do is mix up this epoxy and seal the edge of the bulkhead. Once the bulkhead edge is sealed, we can put it in place. See, normally I'd just listen to music and be in my own little world, but Marina was yelling at me for not recording enough. Trying to do it like those famous YouTubers. Couple of good bits of B-roll. Ooh, slow motion shot. A bit of epoxy, try and seal up this edge. Marina's just in the shed varnishing, so I'm all alone, just with you guys, doing my epoxy. We work at very different rates, Marina and I. I don't think too much, I just get it done. And Marina likes to think of all the possibilities of what could go wrong and the best way to do it. I just give it a go and then realise it's all going wrong and make it up as I go along. Yeah, we all know Marina is the brains of the outfit. I'm just the muscle. Just put a bit of plastic on this wood, just so it doesn't get stuck. Now it's wedged in. Yeah, I don't think that's too bad. So we normally use wood fill, but I like it pretty dry because I'll work it in later with more resin. As long as I can get it so it really sticks, I'll get the shape with the paintbrush and the fiberglass. The way I look at it, if the sticker's about to break, or it feels pretty close to it, I'd say that's about as thick as it needs to be. Let's make some fillets. So the easiest is to cut this and have them touching or slightly overlapping. It's easier to work with it, and we like that. Definitely more of a chaotic worker than Marina. Just in a rush to get to the good part. Recording and working with resin isn't as easy as the pros make it out. I think it's reasonably wet, so what I'm going to do is lay on the other layer of tissue and then wet it out through before I put the peel ply on. So you can see it's soaking it up quite nicely. Hopefully this will be the last bit of resin. So now the aim of the game is to get this all wet out nicely and bubble free, and then put a bit of peel ply on. That's the laminating done on the one side. Now just have to cut the peel ply and put that on. So let's get that done, and then I can throw everything away, give the floor a wipe with some acetone, and call it lunchtime. Bet Marina's got a list for me to do after lunch. Okay, that's it. It's recording, that's good. None of it was in vain for, yeah, it was all for a purpose. It's when you do a big shot and you forgot to hit the record button. Oh well. Oh, I just got a huge air bubble in the peel ply. No! So all I'm doing is, wherever you see a slight dry area, just dab it with a slightly wet brush. The good thing with the peel ply is it just saves on sanding. I must first apologise to Marina for the long clips. It makes her life editing a nightmare. But I think that's it. I think I can finally have a tea break. So I'm pretty excited to say that's done. We always keep the excess resin just to know when it's gone off in the pot. Saves putting your fingers where they don't belong.
So smooth. The base is now finished. Now I need to turn these two around to the other side, and I'm gonna start the next piece, which is probably, I'm gonna do the top. There is the difference with varnish and without varnish. Doesn't look too bad. And here you can see the difference between varnish and not varnish. These are the supports for one side of the table. I did both sides in one go, so the glasses might get stuck, but it's just the underneath. No one is gonna see that. I can just sand the marks that the glasses leave a little bit, and it's good to go. This is almost dry already. Nice. So the next bits I need to do is the side of the table and the two lifting sides.
Now the good part. Wait. Take. Let's have a butcher's. Yeah. Light the cigarettes, palm out. That will do. Not bad at all, I think. Maybe a few air bubbles, but it's good. Now, to do the next side. So it's pretty much rinse and repeat. It's been a hard start to the day. It's been raining, it's been horrible, pretty feral. I haven't been motivated to do anything apart from nothing. But let's get this done.
Quickly making myself a cup of tea so I can liberate this area for Stuart. Otherwise he gets grumpy.
I'm not grumpy, but fridge here, I can't work in these conditions.
Yeah, it gets quite cramped in here when you move things around, so we've got the fridge now there. So I must stay in this corner. I'm gonna be working on the computer whilst the steward does his thing.
Yeah, get the inside done. Slap some resin here and there. I don't know if I explained yesterday. We're doing one side then one side because the fridge was holding the bulkhead in place with the bulldog clip. So you know it's strong.
We wanted to make sure that it was in the right place for the fridge to then fit, so that's why he did one side, today he's doing the other side.
Give it all clean. So let's, that's a change, a little strong smelling. Note to anybody doing a boat refit, get a camper van or rent an apartment because living on board and working is a nightmare.
Yes!
But anyway, yeah, get a camper van, live next to the boat. A lot easier.
If you're allowed.
Yeah, if you're allowed. If not, rent a field. And don't bother with the boat, just live in a field.
Or just get a backpack, you know? Get a backpack and go travelling. Don't worry about a boat.
We're on the home straight, people. That's the epoxy mixed up. Let's just go paint the wall a little bit. Get a little epoxy in here, wet it out a bit. Makes it a bit easier for everything to slide. Wait, stick broke. You know what that means? It's too thick. And there's the fillet. I must apologise about the light. I'm right in the corner. Looking okay to me. Okay, let's have a go at this. Look it up a bit.
Stuart didn't want the heating on because then the epoxy goes off and goes hot. So it's bloody freezing in here.
And here's the old top layer. About there. Okay, and then what tray I was trying to... Yeah, probably about there.
Last bit.
Yeah. Do you think it matters if the strings go the other way?
No, it doesn't.
Cool.
because it's biax.
No, yeah, true. Survey.
It's the fibers what matters, not the actual cotton or whatever it is. I don't know. Well, now that you're like this, grab yourself some merch, guys. The link is on the description. Oh, I can't believe we've got a new wall. It's been so long.
Yeah, I know.
Not really making much progress.
Yeah, well.
How was your squat? Stuart is sitting down where the fridge goes, and he's lying over... Lying or laying?
One or the other.
Laying, I don't know. Over the corner where the freezer is gonna be built. And on top of his head, there will be a countertop for the galley, which will come all the way to where I'm sitting. The other side of this ladder, up to here. Home/boat project / workshop / editing station
Nap table.
/ work in progress.
We've got a bit of resin on the floor. Just like when you spill milk at home, because I've got my socks on, you just...
No, you don't do that. You clean it with acetone.
Nah, just wipe with your sock.
Watching Stuart work is like watching an artist.
Yeah, just getting into it.
A very chaotic artist.
Yeah, piss artist. Right. How much do we need? What do you reckon? 25 would make...
What's the ratio?
100 to 42.
So 10 to 21.
No,
Yeah.
10 to 42. 10
to 4.2, sorry.
Yeah.
So 10 to 4.2, that means 5 is 2.1. So 15 is 6.3. That wasn't good. Like the back of one of your feet, not on your...
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I need to do it with less water.
I got wet.
That's alright, I think.
Alright.
You okay?
Yeah. SIM card. Anybody want a SIM card? Good ones. Have a look.
Oh, yeah, I have one. Wait, Stu, you didn't give me time.
Got some SIM cards.
Do we have something to put in my mouth? Like a...
Cigarette.
No. Like a piece of grass, we don't, right?
No.
Okay. That'll be right. Okay. Did she say 150 countries?